This is EnduroGP. Kicking off an action-packed weekend at the GP of Finland, junior talent Alex Puey won the Akrapovic Super Test. While Red Bull KTM Factory's Andrea Verona and Josep Garcia split the stage wins at round 3 in Salposelka, consolidating their positions atop the EnduroGP podium, ahead of TM Moto's Zach Pichon.
Bienvenido a Portugal. Tío miedo.
Welcome to Fafe, one of the Iberian Peninsula's enduro hotbeds. The charming and vibrant city has hosted a GP of Portugal in each of the last 2 seasons. This year, the municipality has invited the Paddock to liven up the usually calm and peaceful town with 2 consecutive weekends of high-intensity racing. First up is round 4 of 7 in the 2026 Paulo Duarte FIM EnduroGP World Championship.
Yes, we are here already since Wednesday morning. We start working, and tests are looking really good. I really like Enduro test 2 or 3 years ago, so it's same location, obviously different design of the track, but more or less the same section, so it's looking really nice. It's quite long. I think it will be around 10 minutes. Quite fast, open, some off cambers, some technical parts, but not many, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Cross test is also quite long, a bit different, quite tight, but some fast section, a lot of rocks. For sure it will be really dusty with a lot of loose dust and loose terrain. And then the extreme is really technical. It's on a hill, and there are a lot of different lines that we can decide, because it's quite wide in some section, and we can have a lot of different approach to this section. So to be curious to see which one is the fastest. And big uphills, big downhills, nice test. So it's gonna be, I think, a great weekend of racing. So let's see, for sure these 2 weekends in a row are quite important weekend for the championship. So I give my maximum and be as fast as I can on these 2 weeks here in Portugal.
Red Bull KTM's world champions should have no problem adapting to the rocky, arid landscape of northern Portugal. For others, like youth title contender Valentin Mersin, it's a weekend of discovery. The women's categories are back as well for the Portuguese doubleheader. And this is the first time the electric Stark Ox motorbikes will take on the challenging terrain in Fafe. The Paddock is bustling on Friday as support crews and riders from all classes and categories keep busy preparing their bikes and completing the mandatory administrative and technical checks that are an integral part of every Grand Prix weekend.
Well, of course, it's always nice to have the points lead. It takes, well, some people think it adds pressure. I actually think it takes the pressure off. You're in the position of power, you know? I have often won rounds here in Fafe, so I think I have a very good chance of taking the win this weekend, and the next weekend too, I hope.
While the reigning women's world champion has been focused on racing, the last 24 hours have been rather hectic for the reigning men's champion, Josep Garcia.
It was a little bit crazy, like have these things on a race week, but first things first, I think become a dad is the best thing that I live in my life. But yeah, I took the flight yesterday at 5, arrived Barcelona because it's plus 1 hour, 8, drive 1 hour 9. My wife was already with one girl that she helped a lot. We went to the hospital 10, and Mia, my second daughter, born at 11:46. So it was quite fast, but yeah, then all the things that, like, it takes so long, and I sleep 2 hours today. So I think today will be hard, but with the happiness that I have, I will survive 100%.
Coming back down to earth after the excitement of childbirth, Josep joins his fellow competitors for the riders' meeting and takes part in the parade through the city center and the opening ceremony at the Fafe Town Hall before firing up his KTM for the weekend's first special test in a few hours' time.
Yeah, well, what happened in Finland was crazy, so nice, but yeah, we'll try again this night for sure.
As always, the Akrapovic Super Test offers a high-octane start to the event.
It's good. It's a bit better than last year. It's a little bit less dangerous. We have some jumps with the middle inside, not some big doubles. But yeah, I'm feeling good. There's a few technical parts, and just need to be precise.
With Enduro an integral part of the local culture, plenty of spectators turn up to check out the action, lining the course designed by the local motorcycle club and event organizer, Natureza Alternativa. With the Super Test running in reverse order to the main event, the top EnduroGP riders spend most of the event watching the women's, youth, and junior class competitors while fine-tuning their strategies and picking their lines for later in the evening. Once the sun sets and the lights come on, the action on the track really heats up. Pichon takes the lead in the evening's penultimate duel against Steve Holcomb. Although it all comes down to the final pairing between Josep Garcia, the reigning world champion, and his teammate and EGP number 2, Andrea Verona. Fastest across the line by 0.12 of a second. In the end, Josep Garcia adds his name to the 2026 Akrapovic Super Test Trophy for the third time this season.
Incredible, emotional. I slept 2 hours tonight. It was a difficult day, hard, long. How my daughter was born yesterday and win today is incredible. Thank you.
Congratulations are in order, as this was a well-deserved win for the clearly happy and exhausted new father. Bright skies and hot temperatures greet the paddock in Fafe on Saturday morning.
Big smile, a funny face.
From multiple world champions to promising rookies, everyone is looking for a solid result at the season's halfway mark and trying to keep cool in the searing heat.
Saturday, first day of racing here in Portugal. It will be a really hot and hard one, I believe. So yeah, and yeah, tomorrow full gas like always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Wonder if you know.
It's gonna be for sure really hot. It was already hot yesterday, but today I think it's even more. So let's go for the first day of racing.
I wonder what it feels like.
With 30 points separating Verona from his nearest challenger, and Garcia another 11 points further ahead, the mood in the Red Bull KTM tent is one of relaxed confidence for a long day out on the course.
Now carry on.
For the rest of the field, attitudes range from lighthearted to extremely intense as the overall podium contenders prepare to do battle with the riders on the orange bikes, while others focus on doing what it takes to simply survive what will certainly be an exhausting day, taking on the demanding terrain and scorching temperatures that await them in the Portuguese countryside.
I wonder what it feels like.
Then it's time to hit the track. Red Bull KTM Factory Racing's Josep Garcia wastes no time bolting straight to the top of the leaderboard on the first G-Moto Enduro test, opening up just over a 3-second gap on his teammate Andrea Verona and TM Moto Boano's Zach Pichon, with Team Sherco's Steve Holcomb another 1 second back, and the rest of the pack at best 11 seconds off the pace.
Trying to catch a breath, but breathing it in. And drumming out the noise, but it's trickling in. Keep it guessing, I wonder if you know. World going around, I'm letting it spin. Light is coming down and it colors your skin. I'ma take a drive.
Garcia still leads after the Polysport Extreme test, with Verona dropping to P3 after Holcomb posts the fastest time. Zach Pichon and Hamish McDonald are the only other riders still within 20 seconds of the lightning-quick Spaniard.
It feels like. I wonder what it feels like. 'Cause I wonder what it feels like.
Holcomb manages to maintain contact with the leader Garcia on the Expotrade cross test, with Pichon and Verona now battling for P3. McDonald is the best of the rest, already 26 seconds off the pace in P5 at the end of the first lap.
I'm not in love, guys. Come on. Okay.
He's riding good and he's feeling good, so he's enjoying the race, so which is really good.
The moment we are, the riders are doing their job. Steven second. See, at the moment everybody is doing the job. So, but again is very long. There is to wait.
With 2 laps to go, the hot, dusty conditions are already taking a toll. After blitzing the second G-Moto Enduro test, it's clear that only a crash or mechanical failure will prevent Garcia from winning the stage. Holcomb is the sole rider within 10 seconds of the leader, while Verona and Pichon continue their fight for P3. Rachel Gutish charges to a 37-second win in women's enduro over Canadian wildcard Shelby Turner. Pietro Scardina dominates the youth enduro class on his TM Moto, claiming victory by over a minute. And TM Moto Boano's Alberto Algari rides to victory by 23.96 seconds in junior enduro. P5 scratch is enough for Teo Espinas to bring home the win in E3 for the Fantic Factory team. Hamish McDonald's P4 scratch translates into 3rd place for Team Sherco in Enduro 2. P3 overall and 2nd in E2 is no consolation for Red Bull KTM's title contender Andrea Verona. P2 scratch and the E2 win is a season's best result for TM Moto Boano's Zach Pichon. In the end, Josep Garcia beats his closest challenger to the final timing beam by 13.64 seconds. Despite the fatigue intensified by the extreme heat and arduous conditions, the race isn't over yet. The riders and mechanics have only 15 minutes to prepare the bikes for the next morning before delivering them to the Parc Fermé. While Verona is rightly unhappy with his performance, a very unlucky Steve Holcomb drops from second to last in the final test.
Really unfortunate to have a problem in the last special test. But before the last special test, tried to fix everything, managed to get the bike started I pushed the bike through the start. Finished, I missed the final GO for 1 second, so I disqualified because I'm 15 minutes beyond my time. But in one way that was good because it gave the guys time to figure out what the problem was.
Many crash. I crash in two Enduro, second lap and third lap, cast cross. Then I made a mistake on a uphill on the last extreme, then I stole also the bike. Too many.
I was riding good, leading all the day, so feeling good. Really happy, and yeah, tomorrow new day. This victory is for I send to home and my daughters and my wife because it's so special. So yeah, really good. Let's try tomorrow.
Good luck.
Josep Garcia! Obrigado por esta grande jornada de Enduro. Parabéns, Fafenses, à festa hoje.
After an eventful and exhausting day one in Fafe, the beneficial effects of a light rain, a drop in temperature, and a restful night's sleep can be felt throughout the paddock.
Let me off the hook. I wanna run wild. Get tangled in the sheets.
Knowing that the special tests will be even more beat up on day two heightens the suspense as the riders prepare for another grueling stage. Of course, everyone wonders whether Garcia will run away with the win again, or whether Verona, Holcomb, Pichon, or someone else can step up to stop the Spaniard on Sunday.
Let me go on without you.
To keep the dust to a minimum despite the light rain, the riders leave the start one by one rather than in pairs as they usually do.
How do you feel? Feel good? Ready for a new day?
Ready to get day two underway?
Hopefully not as long as yesterday. Yesterday was brutal.
Think about this new idea of one by one.
I think it's quite good for the dust today. Even with the rain, it's I think still a bit dusty. So I think it's a good idea.
Now, it's time to race. All eyes are on Josep Garcia as the Red Bull factory rider prepares to hit the track on the first G-Moto Enduro test. The reigning world champ is quick, but TM Moto's Pichon bests the Spaniard's effort by 2.89 seconds to take the early lead over Holcomb, Verona, Freeman, McDonald, and the rest of the field. In the first Polysport Extreme test, Garcia finds the fastest line and takes the lead back from Pichon by 3.2 seconds. Verona finds himself in P5, while Holcomb is even further back in P11. McDonald and Freeman are wedged in between in a tight race for P3, but already 10 seconds adrift of the two leaders. The first Expotrade cross test is telling. Garcia posts the second fastest time, while Holcomb climbs to P6, but trails the leaders by over 30 seconds. Verona moves up to P3, but is still over 20 seconds off the pace, set by the fastest rider in every test of Saturday's last lap, Zach Pichon.
And yeah, he's there. He's 10 seconds rear Pichon, but he want to fight for win. But this also good result, like second.
For the moment, we are positive, we see. But the test is very difficult and everything can happen.
No one knows that anything can happen better than the three world champions still in the fight: Steve Holcomb, Brad Freeman, and Josep Garcia. By the end of the second lap, Garcia trails Pichon by 9.43 seconds. Holcomb is realistically out of the running for the overall, while Verona and Freeman are still in a tight fight for P3. France's Léo Joyon gets the job done in the Tsubaki Junior Enduro category, winning 4 tests and claiming a first-ever class victory for Triumph Factory Racing. Italy's Pietro Scardina tops the leaderboard in the Putoline Oil Youth Enduro class, claiming victory for TM Costa Ligure. In the Expotrade Women's Enduro class, Rachel Gutish delivers another commanding performance, taking the win by 46.94 seconds. Second in Enduro 2 is no consolation for Andrea Verona, placing P5 scratch, the Red Bull KTM rider's worst result this season. Always the perfectionist, Beta Factory's Brad Freeman won't be happy either with P4 scratch and second in E3. Steve Holcomb bounces back from a Stage 1 no score to take P3 overall and the win in E3 for Team Sherco. Falling 10 seconds short in the overall, Josep Garcia must content himself with only bringing home the win in E1 for Red Bull KTM. Capping off his year's best round with the overall and Enduro 2 victories, TM Moto Boano Factory Enduro Team's Zach Pichon sets himself up perfectly for the back half of the season.
Feels good. That was a tough beginning of the season. But now it feels good to win again. Back on top of EnduroGP is very nice. Same place as last year. I think Fafe is good for me. So now really happy. The team make a really great job today. I was really confident on the bike. So no, great weekend and get back some point on another in the E2. So no, overall it's a great weekend. Great start of the Portugal 2 races.
Fighting during the whole day with Zach, but to be honest, he was fast today. He was some points better than me. We arrived in the last test 3 seconds only, because in the last Enduro I come back, I take 6 seconds to film, so, but yeah, no, this is racing.
And after the racing comes the podium presentation. Rudy Coton still leads Open Senior with Juha Putsari second, and Arto Kaljoinen moving up to P3. Italy's Lorenzo Bernini now sits atop Open 4-stroke, ahead of Sweden's Robin Wies and Great Britain's Ben Thompson. Spain's Jordi Galera maintains his lead in Open 2-stroke over Poland's Kasper Baklars and the Czech Republic's Robert Friedrich. Pietro Scardina takes the lead in the Putoline Oil Youth Enduro standings, followed by Simone Cagnoni and Iago Dominguez. Lorna Lafont holds on to P1 with Charlène Boudon overtaking Sarah Traini in the Expotrade Junior Women's standings. Alberto Algari is back atop the Tsubaki Junior Enduro podium, ahead of Romain Dagnat and Kevin Cristino. Rachel Gutish still leads the Expotrade Women's Enduro title race with Neve Holmes second and Rosie Rowett third. Josep Garcia maintains the top spot in Enduro 1 with Morgan Leciardo and Antoine Maguin in P2 and P3. Andrea Verona still leads in Enduro 2, with Zach Pichon and Hamish McDonald gaining ground in second and third. Beta's Brad Freeman holds on to the E3 lead, with Husqvarna's Albin Norben now P2 and Sherco's Steve Holcomb dropping down to P3. Zach Pichon wins the day, but Josep Garcia and Andrea Verona maintain their spots atop the EGP standings, with Steve Holcomb and Brad Freeman still holding down P4 and P5. While the KTMs sit comfortably out front, riders on bikes from 7 different manufacturers make up the EnduroGP World Championships top 10.
Muito obrigado, da placa do líder do campeonato. O líder foi Josep Garcia, by KTM from Spain.
The first Grand Prix of Portugal was another veritable test of the world's elite enduro riders' skills and stamina, which made round 4 of the Paulo Duarte FIM EnduroGP World Championship feel particularly gratifying once it was done, especially for the stage winners, Josep Garcia and Zach Pichon. Next up, the Paddock stays put in Fafe for round 5, the second GP of Portugal in this exhilarating hot and dusty doubleheader. We'll see you there.